body moving a little bit? It's morning, it's the beginning of the week. Oh, lots of things to shake into here. And we're working with the energy of the new moon as it starts to bring back some of its light. So that'll show up in our practice today. All right, so now let's come to standing. Okay, find your feet hip-width distance apart and start arranging everything for a nice mountain pose here. Okay, everything in alignment, the four corners of the feet in good contact with the earth. Think about your hips being over your heels, your shoulders being over your hips, and your ears over your shoulders. And just breathe. And then just allow that breath to deepen a bit for you. Start to notice as it goes through the body, all the way to the tips of the limbs here, all the way out, the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes, the crown of your head. So as the breath comes in, it's opening all of our energy pathways, and as you exhale, you just soften. And we'll draw from the earth to deepen that energy, so turn your palms out and inhale energy as you draw your arms up, palms touch, and hands to heart center. And just work through that a few more times, feeling the energy come up from the earth, gather it, and bring it to your heart. Move into your final round with this breath here. Land with your hands on your heart. And release. So shake around a little bit as we start to work on opening up the spine. Take your feet slightly wider than hip-width distance here. And we'll move into cats and cows. Knees bend, hips bend, fingertips touch. Arms are long for this one. Elbows back, heart shines up without throwing the head back. Forward and back, moving through your cats and cows. And the next time your fingertips touch, just stay in front, bring your palms back together, and draw your hands to your heart. Inhale and exhale, and let your hands drop. So while we're thinking about the shoulders, which we were just doing in our cats and cows, really opening the shoulders, we're going to work them a little more here. So let your knees and hips be soft for this. They're not important. What is important is you want to stay forward. When we draw the arms back, you don't want to be tilting back, right? So you want to stay forward with a long spine and open the arms and bring them forward. Open and forward, really getting that shoulder opening here. So we're not dramatically leaning forward, but we are staying forward with the spine. Now let your hands start to come down as you continue. Little opening for the shoulders, opening for the heart at the same time. Building up energy. Take your arms back up. And now they're going to come, whatever amount is right for you this morning, bringing them up. Whew. And back to center. and shake things out. So that was a lot for the front of the shoulders. Let's release that right now. Bring your right hand to your left shoulder, left hand to your right, and roll your shoulders a little forward toward each other. We're not bending into it. Tuck your chin. And then open up the arms, and we bring the right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right. Is that what we just did? Switch. Switch which arm is underneath. And I swore I was going to remember. And let's go ahead and roll the shoulders and the chin. And release, shake it out. Okay. Alrighty, so we just wanted to release those shoulders from that kind of backward movement. Now let's go ahead and take the legs wider than hip width distance. Once again, the knees and hips are soft, and we'll move into some side bending to open the side body. So right arm up and back, right arm up and back. 3, 2. Now the next time you're over to the left, just hold here, release a little bit and draw more to the left, release and draw, release, draw left, stay here, float your left arm up now, and press those left fingertips away, getting a little length for the left side body as well. All right, bring your hands up and palms touch, hands come to your heart, little bend in the knee and your right hand's down, left arm is up, and we go over and back. Remember, we're waking up the spine here, so nothing too drastic. And the next time you're over to the right, stay here, float your right arm up, press those right fingertips away. Good, come on up, press your palms together, bring your hands to your heart, and shake things out. We're going to leave the legs like this, and as we go into twisting, if that opposite heel wants to, let it lift. So let's just start like this, hands by the heart, side to side twisting. And now we'll add some arm opening to this. So let's come back to center here, and more slowly now, twist to the right, open the arms, bring them in, come center. Twist to the left, open the arms, bring them in, come center. Smoothing it out, twist right, twist left, right, left, right, left, right, left, last time, right, and left, and come center. All right, bring your legs back together, shake them out, shake the body out, inhale and exhale. Okay, so let's find mountain pose and see if you can feel your energy moving. And what are your shoulders doing right now? Do they feel like they're hunched forward? Or with the shoulder opening you've been doing, are they staying right over the hips? And turn your palms forward to help that and open the heart. And shake things out. Come to the top of your mat. Okay. So before we start working our way down, we're going to bend the knees and hips back. Just draw the arms up, no higher than shoulder height here, and down. Bend and down. Warming up those legs, bend and down. Yes. Sit it back and down. Like a mini chair, right? Definitely great for strengthening and warming up the legs. And then come to standing here. Inhale, float your arms up. Exhale now into swan dive. Your hands might be high, low, or anywhere in between. Okay, we warmed up the legs a bit. You might start to feel your hamstrings here. Bring your hands to your thighs, hips back. Shine your heart forward. And now sink the hips down, bring the hands to the mat, and step back to downward facing dog. Remember, in dog, your hands could be on a chair or on the wall. Inhale and exhale. And let's pedal the feet. Starting to really wake up some energy here, giving the feet and toes a little liberation. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. And then let's bring the knees down, sit off to the side, and find seated mountain pose. Okay, so in the new moon phase, we set intentions. So let's take a nice hand position, the Dhyana Mudra, to help us focus and think about what is your intention for this particular next several weeks as the moon goes through its waxing phases here. So let's turn the left palm up, right palm rests on top. Let your arms be comfortable and bring your thumbs to touch. We're sitting up nice and tall in seated mountain pose. And you can close your eyes or defocus them and just think about what is it that you want to invite into your life and do with your precious energy. And in this position with the hands, if your mind starts to wander, you can press your thumbs toward each other and bring your focus back. And then go ahead and release and give everything a little shake here, inhaling and exhaling. All right, so we're going to be taking it down now for dead bugs for the core. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it down. All righty. So you can do dead bugs with 2 feet on the mat. We'll start that way. 2 arms up. If your arms get tired, then alternate which arm is up. All right, let's go ahead. Right leg forward, left arm back. When you bring your leg forward, try and keep that heel off the mat. And come back up, left leg forward, right arm back. And in. Let's do that again. Right leg, left leg, right arm. And one more time, right leg, left arm. Left leg, right arm. Can you feel your core working already? All right, now let's go ahead and do that with one knee up, the right knee. You can always go back to feet on the mat. We're going to work one side 4 times. Right knee, left arm. Take it forward and up and forward. We're staying on the right. Yeah. And last time, and release. We take the left knee and the right arm up, staying on the left 4 times. And last time. And release. Okay, next thing to try is 2 knees up. All right? If you've brought your knees up to tabletop and you already know this isn't working for you, then go back to either 2 feet down or keeping 1 foot down. We're going to go to the right 4 times. 2 arms up, 2 knees up, right leg, left arm, and back. Staying on the right. Right leg and back. Right leg and back. And one more, right leg and back. Now moving to the left. Left leg and back. Left and back. Left and back. And last time. And back. Hug your knees in and rock it out. So raise one leg if you're starting to feel your core here. Or raise your hand if you're, there you go. All right. All right, so let's shake it out here. Wiggle around. Bring both feet back to the mat As an option, we're going to try double leg version, so feet to the mat and 2 arms overhead. We start here. Extend both legs and in. Keep your heels off the mat when you extend and in. If this already isn't working for you, alternate. And last time here and in. Okay, we're going back to 2 knees. Make sure that you check in with your back. This may not be the right move for you right now. Okay, double knees up. Extend and in. Extend and in. And 3 and in. Take it 4 and in, and hug in and rock side to side. Inhale and exhale. All right, so as long as we have the knees in, let's do our obliques from here. Go ahead and take your arms long out from the shoulders and just sway your knees right and left. You're going to start to notice when your core kicks in, at what level of your knees, okay? And then you might start to go a little deeper and notice at what point it's best for you to not go any farther. Where is that for you? Your shoulders stay attached to the mat here. We're doing knee sway side to side for the obliques. So work your way through until you find the spot for you, and then bring your knees back to center, hug them in. Inhale and exhale. All right, as an option, we're going to extend the legs here, okay? So we're going to take the knees to the right where you decided it's the right place for you to stop. Extend, bend, and center. Yes, that's a good way to do it if you're in a chair. To the left, extend, bend, and center. Yeah, so in a chair, you can sway your knees to the right, extend, sway, extend. That's great. All right. And we'll be finishing up here. When you feel like you're even, let that be your last one. Bring it in, hug your knees, and just relax. All right, so from here, we'll do some hip opening, okay? And it's been kind of damp, right, for the past few days, so let's take advantage of that with our water wheel here. Bring your hands down by your side. Bring your right knee in, point up, flex down. Knee in, point up, flex down. Yeah, so in the chair, get as much rotation as you can in that hip. Make whatever circles you can. And the next time your right knee is in, hold it there. Flex your left foot, flex out, point up, knee in. Keep going. And one more. Now hold that right knee in, and you're going to hold on to your shin or your hamstring. Let that right leg come out and back. Out to the right and back to center. Hips stay grounded, shoulders stay grounded. All right, now if that left leg wants to extend any amount, let it. Let it stay bent as much as it wants to. Take your left hand outside your right leg, right arm long out from the shoulder, and just let that right knee come just past the belly button. We're looking for a nice sensation here. And the hips are still grounded. Now we're going to let the right leg come more to the left as the right hip lifts. The The shoulders stay grounded and your gaze goes toward your right fingertips. And come back around to center. Draw your right ankle across your left thigh. Draw your legs in. If you're seated, you'll lean forward slightly. Okay? And draw your legs towards you. If you're laying down, seated, just let your legs just move around side to side. A little circle. Just finishing that hip. Just that nice, delicious opening here. And let's come back to center and just take your left leg up so we can point and flex the ankle a few times. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. And release 2 feet to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close. And let's take a moment here to see how that right hip is feeling versus the left hip. Okay? Just observing. We're not judging. We're not trying to make it feel any certain way. We're observing what just happened for the right hip. Now we take the left knee in, point up, flex down. Water wheels on the left. Yes. And the next time the left knee is in, hold it in, flex your left foot, and we reverse. Flex out, point up, knee in. Reverse water wheel. And the next time that knee comes in, hold it there. Put your hand, your left hand, on your left shin or hamstring, and let that left leg open out to the side and back. Yeah, just open that hip. So if you're sitting, your left foot might still be on the floor, and your knee might be going out and back like this. Whatever feels like it's giving you a good stretch here. Now come back to center here, and if that right leg is willing, let it extend however much. Take your right hand outside your left leg, take your left arm out by your side, and draw the left knee just past the belly button. And this in a chair can look like crossing your legs too. That might work. All right, and now we let the left knee come all the way over to the right, making sure the shoulders are still grounded. And then come back through center, left ankle across the right thigh. Draw your legs in towards you. Yep, lean forward if you're sitting. And let's go ahead and move around. We're going to come back to center, extend the right leg, point and flex the foot. And circle one direction and the other. All right, unwind, bring both feet down. I think we missed this on the left side. So draw your left knee in and let the left leg come out to the left and back to center. And then go ahead and bring your left foot down and gently let your knees open and close, little butterfly wings here. And now come back to center and observe your left hip. Observe your right. And see how everything is going as we make our way to hands and knees. Okay? And you might want some extra padding for your knees, right? Depending on your surface. So go ahead and as we come to hands and knees, make sure everything's good. On a chair, you're just going to put your hands on the seat of the chair and step back. Okay? And we come into hands and knees here. And now we're going to take the arms forward, come into a knee down plank, and strengthen the arms. It's a push up and press back. Knee down plank, push up and press back, yes. You can also do this at a wall, and you can also do it like this. Air, right? An air push up. Find what's best for you each and every time you come to your mat. And we're pushing back into a child's pose. So bring your big toes together, knees wide apart. We want the forehead supported, so either make a pillow with your hands, or if your forehead comes to the mat, that's great. Fists are good. So the center of your forehead is the seat of your intuition. While you have that mild pressure on that area, come back, revisit your intention. And seal it in as you work your way back up to a downward facing dog. Notice your journey, your path to down dog here. Inhale and exhale. And then start to walk your feet forward, taking them a little wider each step until you wind up with your feet mat width distance apart. Forearms to the thighs. Bring your hands to your heart and think about that energy that you have been building, and then press up through the legs. Draw your fingertips up to the sky. Inhale, and as you release your arms, step your feet back to hip width distance apart and find yourself in mountain pose. All right, let's move around a little bit, and then we'll come back to mountain pose and see how everything's feeling. How are you guys doing? Everybody good? All right, so let's do a nice little sun salutation here, and we're going to do some arms at the beginning of the sun salutation. Okay, nothing fancy in the sun salutation, just a nice way to get the body completely warmed up, moving. Inhale and exhale at the top of your mat. All right, so we find mountain pose, we find our energy. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, open the arms as you twist to the right. Inhale up, left arm back, right arm forward as you twist left. Inhale up, elbows to waist, shine your heart up. Standing cobra here. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale into your swan dive. Okay, are your hands on your thighs, your shins, lower? What's happening for you? Feel your hamstrings here. Inhale and exhale. Now bend at the knees, bring your hands to your thighs and come into half lift as you shine your heart forward. Sink your hips down, bring your hands to the mat as you step back with the right leg into a lunge. And just move around in your lunge. Bring your hands to the mat and step back to your plank. Is it knee up for you right now or knee down? Nice and strong, and chaturanga down. Okay, so we're going to work on a hands-free cobra here. Lift your hands, shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, elbows toward your waist like we just did when we were standing, heart shines forward. And release. Of course, with hands on a chair, you'll just keep your hands on the chair and lift into cobra. Let's do that one more time. Lift. Yes, and release. Perfect. Work your way to downward facing dog. Yeah. Nice long extension for the spine. Inhale and exhale here. And then just walk your feet forward, taking them a little wider as you come to the top of your mat. Bring your forearms to your thighs, bring your palms to touch, and press through the thighs as you inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Exhale back to mountain pose. And from the top of your mat, again, we'll do that on the other side. So inhale the arms up, left arm back, right arm forward as you twist. Inhale, arms up, right arm back, left arm forward as you twist. Inhale up, standing cobra as you bring your elbows to your waist. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Let your hands land in this nice straight leg forward fold. Hips are over knees here. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to, while we're here, bend one knee and then the other. This is called the elephant walk. So even if your hands are up here, you're bending one knee and then the other. If your hands are on a chair, same thing. Hands lower, same thing. Now, let one leg come to straight and hold. Notice that feeling. And then switch sides. And then come back to your forward fold here. All right, here we go. Hands to the thighs, half lift. Sinking the hips down, hands down. Step back with your left leg and let that hip move around. Let the legs loosen up here. And then find your way to a plank. Is it knees up or knees down for you? Are your hands on the wall, on a chair? Nice long plank here. And chaturanga down. All right, building on that cobra here, lift your hands, elbows to waist. Now extend without changing your spine. Extend your arms forward in a Y position, and then draw your elbows back. Maybe the heart lifts a little more. Extend your arms out to a Y. Elbows back, heart lifts, hands down. All right, hands under the shoulders, and take a nice conscious journey into downward facing dog. Just notice what things are going on here. Nice spinal extension and down dog. Good. I love seeing all the variations. You guys are so well practiced. You know how to take stock of what your body needs, right? Inhale and exhale. Now let's do a little bit more of that bending and straightenings like we were doing in the elephant walk. And then start to journey your feet to your hands, taking the feet a little wider as you go. Forearms to your thighs. When you get there, hands to the heart. Press up through the legs. Fingertips to sky. Mountain pose. just shake around a little bit and see how everything's feeling. Okay, all right. So we've got the legs nice and juicy now, and everybody has a chair handy. So let's grab your chair. Make sure it's not going to slip at all, so put at least 2 of the feet onto your mat. Okay. Good. All right. Well, I should have told you to face your chair forward, okay? So face your chair forward, and now go ahead and see if you can put your right foot on the chair. Your left hand is on the chair, right foot. All right, so you can see already we're getting a nice little hamstring stretch by bringing the leg up, right? All right, let's see about deepening that. Bend your left knee. Oh, where's that going? And up. So your toes are pointing up. You bend your left knee. You feel that extra stretch in the hamstring. And up. It could be either side, because we're going to do both sides. Bend and up, and bend and hold. Okay, now let's come on up and point your foot and flex it. The foot that's on the chair, point and flex. Point and flex, and point and flex. Now point your foot, take your outside arm, for most it's the right arm, same arm as the leg that's on the chair, and start to sweep forward with a long spine, bringing your fingertips past your toes, and then open back out to the right and keep going into a little twist. Take your gaze towards your right fingertips. Following the right fingertips, sweep that arm forward. Keep your spine long, reach past the toes, and open back to the right. And we'll do that one more time. And open to the right. And then come forward, release your right leg, and shake it out. Okay, is that going okay? Let's come to the other side of the chair. So this time the other leg comes up. Okay, this is the outside leg. For most of you it'll be the left, and your right hand is on the mat here. Okay, and now we're going to bend the back knee and straighten, feeling into that hamstring of the leg that's up. And come up, and we point and flex the foot that's on the chair. Okay, now leave that foot pointed. Take your left arm out to the side, your outside arm, with a long spine. Reach past those toes and open to the side. Reach past the toes and open to the side. Reach past the toes and open to the side. Reach and open. And one more time. Reach and open. All right, come back and bring that leg down. Shake both legs out and go ahead and put 2 hands. You don't have to turn around. I'm just doing so you can see what I'm doing. Put 2 hands on the seat of the chair and walk back. Now this is a down dog with your hands on the chair. Okay? And in this, your hips are over your heels here. But feel that spinal extension. It's nice, right? So maybe you're walking around your house one day and you see a chair and you say, whoa, this is a good opportunity to put my hands on the chair and walk back and breathe. All right, good. And now walk up, bend the knees, shake things out, draw all the way up, and release and shake it out. Okay. All right, we're going to put the chair off to the side unless you're continuing to use it for the rest of our practice. And we're going to do five-pointed star to moonflower. So go ahead and take your legs wider than hip width distance with the toes facing out. Five-pointed star. Making sure the feet, all four corners of the feet are grounded. Elbows to waist for moonflower and up and down. Let's take this to a little bit of balance here. So as you come into your moonflower, take your right heel up, release, left heel up the next time you come down, release, and both heels up. Be careful here if your ankles are wobbling. Stay with the alternating. Okay, we're going down right heel, up, down left heel, up, down double heel, up. Remember, stay with alternating if your ankles are wobbling. Otherwise, right, left. Double, and after your next double, stay up. We're going to come down, lift the heels, double again. Lift the heels a little higher. Sit a little deeper, and with the heels still up if possible, arms overhead, exhale, and shake it down. Shake those legs out. All right, inhale and exhale, and let's build on that balance. Okay, so we're going to come into sun and moon. So the feet are nice and square, the gaze is steady, the mind is calm. Bring your hands to your hips. The feet are hip width distance apart. And let's raise the right heel. Good. And bring it down. Raise the left heel. And bring it down. Now raise your right heel, standing tall on the left leg, and start to draw that knee up if that's you today. Okay, let your right fingertips come down, and maybe your left arm comes up. You're in sun and moon. And release. All right, we're going on the left. Take your heel up. You could stay here. You could lift that left knee and stay there. You could add the arms. And release. Okay. So all of you really know sun and moon very well. Decide if you just want to float up into it, right knee plus arms, or go into whatever version you're taking right now. Remember, your arms can be down, your toes can stay on the mat. And release. Left knee, right arm. And release. All right, let's come to mountain pose and feel how it feels to be standing with 2 feet on the mat, and see if you can even out your weight between both sides. Check in with the feet. Inhale and exhale. And go ahead into your sun and moon on the right. Whatever you're doing with sun and moon. Could be this. Your sun and moon. And release. And then find your sun and moon on the left. down, standing in mountain pose. Get that sense of balance with 2 feet on the mat. Check in with your feet. And let's shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to really loosen up. Take your legs wide, even wider than we do for the 5-pointed star and moon. And take your arms up. Inhale. Now, letting the knees go out to the side over the toes. Go ahead and take opposite hand to opposite elbow and just ragdoll around. You could do your ragdoll up here, medium. You could go down farther. Let your legs move. We're looking to release, release, and let your head join the party, nodding yes and no. And starting to bring your head to stillness, end on a yes. Now bring your torso to stillness. And coming center, start to straighten your legs as you let your forearms melt a little closer to the earth here. Release your elbows, bring your hands to your hips, come halfway up. And then with a long spine, come the rest of the way up. Yeah, always take that slow when we've been down for that long. And then go ahead and find a way to get your legs back together. Wiggle around, check in with your body, see what else it needs, any kind of movement as we prepare to head back down to the earth. Okay, and maybe there's something that you want to take with you as you go there, right? It could be your eye pillow, it could be something to cover up with. Depends on your situation. Okay, move around. And then come to the top of your mat. Find a nice mountain pose. Feel your breath moving around, the energy moving with it. Inhale, float your arms up, and exhale into a swan dive. Remember, high or low, it's always your swan dive. Hands to the thighs, hips back, shine your heart forward. Sink the hips, hands down. We're stepping back to down dog. If you're done with down dog, then just go to table. It'll be fine. Everything's long here. And let your hips rock side to side. If you're in down dog, your knees will bend also to one side and the other. If you're in table, your hips might just wiggle like that. Everybody come back to center, knees down, and sit off to the side. Nice. Let's find seated mountain pose and return to the Dhyana Mudra. Left palm up, right palm rests on top, fingertips touch, spine is long, and breathe. And then shake things out. All right, and we'll take a couple of nice soft forward folds. Just float your arms up and melt forward. Roll your hands up. And just do that for another minute here. You could stay forward longer, or you could just do several soft forward folds. Just find the pace that's working for you this morning. And then come back to center, finishing up. Bend your knees, and we roll down. Let's connect with the earth, See how nice everything feels here. Inhaling and exhaling. So we'll extend the arms and the legs long, and then exhale, draw just the right knee in. So we know this as Ardha Appanasana, half wind removing pose. Extend the right leg, arms up, and now draw just the left knee in. And extend, arms overhead. Now we draw both knees in. Full Appanasana, wind removing pose here. Holding on to your shins if you like, or your hamstrings. All right, let's extend again, arms up. This time take your right leg only in and find a half happy baby. So get your right foot, or maybe you just hold on to that right hamstring. The right foot is flexed and the right knee is headed for your armpit here. Half happy baby. And then release, extend the arms and legs, bring the left leg in, and take it to a half happy baby. Knee to the armpit. And extend arms and legs. Inhale both knees in into a full happy baby. And then go ahead and massage your spine, rocking side to side. And let go of the feet, draw your knees in towards your chest and bring your hands to your knees. We're going to make small circles here. The hands don't leave the knees. Press the knees away, to the right, in and to the left. Away, right, in and left. So you can feel those circles that we're making. And the next time the knees are in, hold them there and press away to the left, in and to the right. So we've just started to take our circles in the other direction. And the next time the knees are in, hold them there. Bring your left foot to the mat. Let your hands come to the mat. And just point and flex the right foot. Circle the ankle one direction and the other. Release that foot. Bring the right foot down, left foot up. Point and flex. Circle. And circle, other direction. Now with both feet to the mat, let your knees gently open and close. Little butterfly wings here. Bring your hands down by your side and spread the fingers wide. Wiggle them into a gentle fist. And do that a few times. And holding in your gentle fist, rotate the wrists one direction and the other. And bring your hands down to the mat, gently letting the head turn side to side. And then bring the head back to center. Now go ahead and scan your body, see if any final motions are being requested as you realign yourself, coming into a super comfortable place where you can just be in your final relaxation. Okay, your legs could be straight or your knees attention to what feels best for your spine right now. Move around until you have found a spot where you don't feel like you have to move. And then inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale, letting your body just melt onto the earth. Your work is done. You're in final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your next inhale, stretch long. Exhaling, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste. You are welcome.